I've got a secret. Yakima is a lot cooler than you think. Many people, including residents, knock Yakima, but I disagree. The grass is not always greener on the other side of the fence. I'm going to show you just how cool Yakima is, and I mean all of Yakima County is. So let's get started. I'm in the absolute center of Yakima, Yakima Avenue and 1st Street. Yakima has a great grid system. It's really easy to get around. Everything on the south side of Yakima as well to the south, all the way down to Union Gap, and everything on the opposite side is north. From this point heading east are the streets, 2nd, 3rd Street, all the way out to Terrace Heights. And to the west, the avenues go well past 100th Avenue. By the way, my name is Mark, and I've lived in this area almost my whole life. I really love the area, I love to experience it, and can't wait to take you around. Let's get going. Before we get to a cool place, a little FYI, Yakima's not perfect. We all have stupid things that happen, and Yakima's no exception. But the all-time bonehead stupid thing about Yakima is from the city of Yakima. They said we need an underpass. Okay, that's a great idea. I'm just about to that underpass now. So the city got big bucks when they were putting in these underpasses. They wanted some nice art, and nice art, well, that's a good thing. And they decided that they wanted to highlight the really cool artwork that are on all of the apple boxes from the orchardists over the years. Another really cool idea. The not cool idea was when they put it up. So they put it in backwards, not making it up. They installed it backwards. Then they said it was supposed to go in backwards so the drivers can see some really strange drug-induced colors while headed home. I'll show you here in a second what it's supposed to look like if they would have done their job correctly. So now, if we go to the least used road in the downtown, you can see what it's supposed to look like. This is the road to the big white whale down there. That's where the county inmates go. So you can see the really cool artwork. It's just all displayed backwards. But the good news is, since your tax dollars paid for this, the people that have been arrested and going to jail do get to see this artwork. So way to go, city of Yakima. But now to the really cool stuff. So one thing you're going to find out about me as I show you how cool Yakima is that I like to run. There's one of my dogs there. That is Duke. And this is Caesar right here. And we're looking back down over Yakima. From the center of town, we're about 4.5 miles away. You got the Yakima River down there. This is 40th Avenue and a big old shopping center. And then if you take Highway 12 out, you go out towards Natchez. And I mean, the views out here are so pretty. You've got the volcanic rock that has been formed over the years, and you go up to some of the wineries. There's a run I do back in there on Cowiche Canyon, an old railroad track area that was ripped out. One of the prettiest areas in town. But you'll be seeing some of the sights around here, and like I say, this is Yakima, and it's so much cooler than you think. So if you want to know about Yakima, it's going to be agriculture. We grow everything over here, I swear, and it is the best. We have one hot season, cooler nights, and it makes for just the best produce in the world. So I think you all know about, or if you don't, you should. Yakima is the #3 wine growing region in the country. We grow some great reds, and we grow some great whites. We've got wineries over here like coffee stands. There's like 70 or 80 of them over here in the valley. They go all the way down to Walla Walla, but I think ours just might be the best here in the Yakima Valley. There's just some outstanding ones, and we'll be visiting them, along with many of the breweries. And I say breweries because, yes, we got a lot of microbrewery places over here, but we grow the hops for the whole country, if not the whole world, over 70%. So you have the people from Germany coming over here to buy our hops, and with all the experimental stuff going on and the fast forward of the IPAs and such, this is where the hops come from. So a lot of fun places to visit when you come over here. Do you like Mexican food? We like Mexican food here in Yakima. Nothing like Mexican food when you have salsa. And we make a lot of salsa over here because we have all the peppers. We grow a ton of peppers. You don't need to get them from California when they make them 3 or 4 harvests a year, and the quality isn't nearly as good. But, you know, maybe I'm a little biased. If you like to make, I don't know, cook up some desserts and so forth, there's nothing like plums. We grow a ton of plums over here. Pears are a big commodity over here too. Now, you may not be a big pear person. I don't know if you cook with pear person. We do. We even can them here. They're that good. So if you're not, get on the pear train. Peaches. We got peaches. We grow a ton of peaches here. They're great. Have a peach pie this week and then come over here and pick some. Let's see. Well, Idaho's got nothing on us. We grow a lot of spuds here. They're good spuds. You're going to find them in potato chips. You're going to find them when you get a steak next in your plate. So potatoes, big, big harvest over here. In this plastic bag is an onion. I was cooking this morning and I used the onion, so now it's in there. But trust me, we grow a lot of onions. You don't have to go all the way to Walla Walla. Here's something we don't grow. If you're coming over here for bananas, you have to go to a grocery store. We do not grow bananas. This right here, I have not picked my pumpkins. We will pick our pumpkins here in a few more weeks here, but we grow a lot of pumpkins. We have pumpkin farms. We have pumpkins where you can, pick your own, and they have pumpkin cannons. We'll probably go visit one of those on a little tour here in a while. But pumpkins are a big thing over here. It's fun. Bring your kids. Bring your girlfriend, bring your wife even. They're a lot of fun. And of course, big apple. Almost forgot, these are wild huckleberries. We get them out of the mountains. You can get them all over the place here too. So Yakima is all about produce and food. There's a lot of places you can go and visit on the farm. You can go to the orchards. It's just a lot of fun. So when you're over here in Yakima, pick up some food. You'll love it. It's fresh, and I don't know what else to say except the Yakima Valley grows the best produce in the world. So one of the really cool things that we have here in the Yakima Valley are fruit stands. I mean, I've heard that there's food deserts. We have no food deserts. I mean, you can get elephant plums, you can get all types of peppers, you can get apples that are starting to come out, peaches, pears, just everything. If you like fresh food, this is the place to come. And in here, they've got a lot of their stuff. This is Thompson's Farms. They've got a lot of things that are canned up, like peaches and stuff. And oh my gosh, we have a salesperson here. So what's a typical day like here? Do you see people from everywhere? What's up?
All over the place. I actually met a nice family from Sweden this year that
Nice.
was coming to see Mount Rainier. Yes.
Nice. So we're through some of the things like cherries and corn.
Yes.
What's starting to get hot right now?
Apples.
Big time, huh?
Yep. We just are finishing up peaches and going into our apple season.
Nice. So has it been a good year?
Very good, yes. Last year we lost a lot of our crops due to late freeze and things like that. The bees weren't out when they were supposed to be. So this year everything came back with a bit of a vengeance.
Well, that's excellent.
Yeah.
So is it pretty cool to be working here?
Yes, I love it. I get lots of fruit. I can eat fruit all day long. What's wrong with that?
That's cool. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, do you see any apples on this tree? No, you don't, because it's a pear tree. Pear harvest has already taken place. Cherries took place much earlier. You might see a little baby pear here. But the apples are just getting ready. You can see they've used a trellis system here to keep the trees from getting too big. But these boys are about ready to get picked. There are so many varieties in this area. I can't go through all of them right now because we're taking a break on my run with Caesar, the best dog ever, and Duke, my beast dog. So anyway, don't eat the apples, they're not ours. So we're gonna look at some apples here, and it's the harvest season, and kind of go over some things that are kind of exciting here in the apple capital of the world. What you're looking at right here is an example of grafting. Now, when an apple variety gets popular, that's great, but if it loses its popularity, instead of ripping out an entire orchard, what they do is they chop the trees down and then they graft a new apple root on it, and then they grow them up this way. And they're using these trellis systems because it's just much more productive. Well, for harvest, for one thing, it's very labor intensive, and this reduces the labor costs. The trees only get so big, you can go through here, kind of like a hop field. We'll look at hop fields on another time, but yeah, this is just another evolution of the apple industry. So I'm glad I'm filming so I can take a little break on my run today. If you notice, I am wearing sunglasses. If you come to visit Yakima, bring sunglasses because it's always sunny over here. Right now I'm in an orchard and you can see behind me it's Goldens, and Goldens were like one of the first, along with the Reds, that made, you know, Yakima kind of the apple capital of the world. Well, did make Yakima the apple capital of the world. These are still used a lot, but maybe a little differently. I'm in Sela, and Sela is home of one of the largest co-ops in the country, Treetop. I think it employs thousands, but they make all the juices. You'll find it all over the place. They export all across the world, like so many of the places around here. But apples are a big deal. So, you know, if you're in Yakima, there is nothing like going through an orchard. There's so many places you can do that in. And right now we're in the middle of harvest. These will probably be picked in the next couple of weeks. They're starting to get kind of big here. And they're gonna be in a bottle of juice, or they're gonna be in your grocery store, or they'll be at a fruit stand. So if you come to Yakima, bring a little cash and buy some fresh fruit. So one of the really cool things about Yakima is we have so many rivers that feed into the area. This is the Tieton River, and what they do this time of year, it's the only place you can whitewater raft in the late summer, is it's called the flip-flop. They release the water up from Rimrock and through the dam, and it's good for the fish, but it's also pretty fun for recreating. So I don't know if you've done this before, but if you haven't, you need to get this on your list. It's not just kayakers. You get a lot of rafters in here too. A lot of companies from around the state come, and it just brings a lot of people here because it is one of the coolest places around. Not sure what that guy's doing, but maybe he saw. Do you think Bigfoot's over there?
He's trying to come to the eddy.
Yeah. Oh. Go get him, guys. Woohoo!
It's a big rock coming up.
So, back on the river here, on the Tieton River, one of the cool things that makes Yakima prosperous is the canal system. They put this in about 100 years ago, and that's what gets water into Yakima, which, well, makes us the fruit basket of the nation. And it's kind of cool. Let's get a little early here, but we got girls cooking. We got the band doing a sound check. We got the groupies starting to show up, and you know, Yakima's a pretty cool place to have a party. Okay, so I mentioned the flip-flop, and I got so excited recording it that I decided to book a trip. So I'm not gonna take my camera on because I'd lose it, but I'll give a report when I get done with this. So we're on the Tieton River, gonna do the flip-flop today, and we found the one day where it's not sunny in Yakima for the last month. So wahoo! Without a doubt, the Tieton flip-flop was thrilling, exciting, and very entertaining. 2 hours you'll never forget. Just another cool thing to do in Yakima. So that was the first episode of Yakima's Cooler Than You Think It Is. So like it, tell your friends, pass it around to people that are out of town so they get over here and visit us too. In the future, we're going to do just like this. We're going to be looking around at things that make Yakima cool, from what the businesses are and the industry are here in the valley. We're going to go through some of the history. We're going to be down from the lower valley up to the upper valley. We're also going to do a lot of adventures, and I look forward to going to the wineries and to the breweries, and also to hit the hiking trails. There's so many great hikes around here. I'll be up skiing, doing a bunch of things. So again, like us, share us with your friends, and Yakima's a lot cooler than you think it is.